This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 21506 Velicata Street, Woodland Hills, California. We're performing a video sewer line inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located in the driveway, just inside the carport area, and it does appear to be next to the water heater closet. This is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. It does appear that they are doing some repairs. See here that some repairs have been made. This goes towards our backyard. This goes towards our front of our property. And what we're going to do is we're going to zero out a camera monitor here. And today is June 26, 2025. So again, we're going to zero it out here at the top. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the mic and we're going to drop down and attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer. From there, we'll pull back and take a good look. So I'm just going to pause the mic here. As we push out, it does appear that we are in what appears to be cast iron sewer pipe. So again, we'll continue to push out. And again, what we'll do is we'll just attempt to push out and push all the way out into our city sewer. So again, this does appear to be cast iron sewer piping. And as we continue to push out, you can see that we're making a transition into vitreous clay sewer piping. Again, we see here we got a little bit of an offset. Again, we'll just continue to push out. Again, I'm just going to pause the mic and attempt to push all the way out. And in this area here, as we continue to push out, we are in our lateral. Again, this is out in our street. You can see that we do have a belly in this area here, right around, starting around 66 feet 5 inches. So again, we're just going to attempt to push out, push past this area, and again, possibly push out into our city sewer. So again, we'll continue to push out. And we come up and out of that area. Again, we've got a belly in this area. See, get our camera lens a little clear. We'll make a little bit of a turn. We drop down into our city sewer. And utilize a little bit of this water to help us clean our camera lens. See if we can get our camera lens a little clearer. Use that water. There we go. So again, we'll pull back. And again, this is our saddle. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area, and we did mark it at approximately 6 foot 8 inches deep in the street. We did place an orange dot of paint to identify the area. It does appear that possibly someone else had possibly inspected the line at some other time. There does appear to be some green paint on the street as well. So again, this is our city sewer tie-in. As we pull back slowly, take a good look at our saddle. And you can see there at the top of our saddle, we do have a break in our saddle. You can see there in that joint there, you have a break coming in from about the 3 o'clock area, and as you pull back, you can see that crack goes all the way up and around at the top of the saddle there. So we do have a break at the saddle. So again, we did mark that area with an orange dot of paint. As we pull back, just immediately after we pull back from the saddle area, you can see we transition back in, and we start to pull back, and we transition into this belly. You can see that we're holding water. We start holding water right around start holding water right around about 72 feet. Right around there, it's right around 72 feet, we start holding water. And again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll just see how long this belly is. So again, it does appear to be approximately a 5-foot belly. You see some water being held up in that area. What we're going to do is we're going to pause for a moment and run some water. Okay, we went ahead and ran water throughout the house as we put our camera here at the edge of the start of the belly here, just to see if water is getting held up or if water is still passing through. So we ran water throughout the house. We ran water in the shower as well as in the kitchen, and we ran it for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. About 15 minutes we ran it, and all the water was passing through. Nothing was coming back and backing up the line. It just seemed to rise and pass up and over. This area does have a belly in it, and it does have a potential to possibly hold back some soft debris and create a soft stoppage. But again, as we were running water, everything appeared to be passing through. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. And a little bit of cobwebs in that joint there. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, some more cobwebs in this joint here. And we'll pull back just a little bit. You can see the cobwebs in the joint there. Again, you can see some root intrusion in this joint here. What we'll do is we're going to pull back to where our test tee is, and we're going to mark that area for our test tee is. So again, some more roots in this joint. And you can see you got more roots in this joint here, as well as a little bit of an offset. And this is our testy area here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, this is our 4 to 6 transition. This is where we're transitioning from 4-inch vitreous clay to 6-inch vitreous clay. So it's our property line to lateral transition. Again, you can see the opening there. That is our test tee. So again, we're going to push back in right about here. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area with a red flag at approximately 4 foot 7 inches deep in the soil right at the front left-hand corner of the driveway and the sidewalk. So again, we did mark it with a red flag, approximately 4 foot 7 inches deep. So again, you can see you have some root intrusions in that joint. And some more root intrusions in this joint as well. As we pull back just a little bit, you can see a little bit of a gap there at the bottom. A little hard to tell. There does appear that there's a section of vitreous clay that's missing there at the bottom. And again, that's just right in the plant area, just right behind the test tee. So we're just probably approximately a foot or so just behind the flag. You can see where those root intrusions are coming in, as well as you can see that there's possibly a section, it looks like a section of vitreous clay right there at the bottom there, right around the 6 o'clock that's missing. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we did mark that area with the flag. It's just right at our test tee area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, some more root intrusions in those joints. On that joint, let's see. And some more root intrusion. We'll continue to pull back. And again, some more root intrusions in that joint. And again, some more root intrusions in that joint. So we would recommend having the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fittings hydrojet in order to remove those root intrusions, as well as run the camera back through just to double check the joints where the roots have penetrated, just to make sure there's no breaks underneath the roots. So again, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit offset there, but nothing major. And you can see here this area does have a crack in it. You can see there this is a crack. That's not a joint, that's actually a crack in the vitreous clay sewer piping, and it is a full diameter crack. You can see there it's kind of jagged at the bottom, and again as you pull back you can see that the crack goes up and around from the 6 o'clock all the way up and around to the 6 o'clock. So it's a full diameter crack in that area. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and as we pull back to our joint here, and you can see a little bit of offset in that joint as well. A little bit of water holding up in that joint there. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And you got some more root intrusions. And now we're transitioning back into our cast iron. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We'll locate this area as well. Okay, again, we went ahead and marked this area with a red crayon in the driveway, just as you approach the garage door, or the carport garage door, at approximately 3 foot 5 inches deep. And again, this is our cast iron to vitreous clay transition. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And the cast iron sewer pipe thus far appears to be original period to the home. Just got some, appears a little bit of scaling there at the top. Again, pull back just to see if we can identify any breaks or any cracks in it. Again, very hard to tell with the cast iron, just due to like the joint. That's a joint there in the cast iron. But again, no root intrusions. Everything still seemed to be passing through the cast iron. So again, heading back towards our clean out. Again, we're going to continue to pull back. See a little more buildup here as we come closer back towards our clean out. A little bit of water holding in this area. And again, our camera is about 1 inch in diameter, and it's in the center of it, so just got to be a little bit of water there at the bottom of the cast iron sewer piping. We made a little bit of a turn, and again heading back towards our clean out, and we're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.